guys, this is Leah from the Crunchy Canine. I'm just out for my afternoon walk with Sita down here. And we're gonna play a little game called Engage and Disengage. And we use this game to desensitize our dogs to novel sounds that they're not familiar with, or even sounds that they're a little bit already unsure of or fearful of. This way, we are praising our dog to engage and observe the object or sound that they're unsure about. And then when they disengage from it, sometimes with a little bit of help from us, we feed them. They get rewards. If your dog is new to this game, the best way to introduce it would actually be to start at a pretty far distance, especially if your dog already has negative connotations with the sound or trigger. From a distance, you can actually control their experience a lot more and make it more positive for them. If you push them too close to a trigger, they actually have a harder time processing and being able to disengage from the object. So if you're finding your dog cannot disengage or completely look at the object and look away, you're too close. If you need to be 400 meters, 500 meters away, they can still hear it. If they're still reacting to it, you're still too close. You want to be close enough that they can observe it, but not too close that they're too far over threshold to listen or learn.
So Zeta is actually very sensitive and reacts to loud noises from trucks or large vehicles. So here we're going to continue to work through her fear by allowing her to engage with the trigger, which is a truck or large vehicle passing by that a little bit freaks her out. And when she chooses to disengage from that fear and come towards me, she gets rewarded. We have played this game quite a bit to change her opinions on her triggers. For most dogs first starting out, being this close would be too difficult for them. But because we've played it multiple times and she's learned to engage with the object and engage with me, we've been able to get closer and closer each time.
Yes. Yes. So anytime she chooses to engage and observe the object with mild agitation, and then return to me or disengage completely, if she gives me eye contact, I'll actually pay her more. Yes.
This is a little bit later in our walk. We actually arrived to the field where we normally play Frisbee in, and there was a perfect opportunity to do some more training.
The farther the object actually goes away from us, the easier it is for her to process. And the closer the object comes towards us, the harder and more stimulating it is. So we really have to reward heavily, even more, when the trigger or object is closest to us. Yes. This type of training can sometimes look boring, but it's actually really beneficial for your dog. Yes. So anytime she chooses to interact, yes. She's basically yes. At this time, looking at the object. Yes. Yes. So anytime she looks at the object and then disengages towards me, yes. I gave her a yes as her marker. Very good. And a reward. Yes. Yes. So now she's choosing to give me a lot more eye contact than she was at the beginning, which is exactly what we want.
The most important part about this type of training is that you have to be ready
Yes.
for it whenever the opportunity presents itself. So get your treats and get training.